Hey family, I hope you're all well and welcome to another episode on Saseka Soccer News with myself, Mbumi Nguna. Just want to say shout out to all of you that have been commenting and subscribing. Really appreciate your support and your interaction with us on my YouTube channel. So let's get into today's episode. The title of our episode is Pirates, We Need to Talk. And I know that anyone would say that whenever your partner says to you, we need to talk, you always know it's going to be followed with a crucial conversation. And if we look at the Pirates campaign in 2021, surely by now we should have had that conversation. So what's going on at Orlando Pirates? I mean, Pirates currently sit at 5th place in the league with 6 games that they've won, 7 draws and 3 losses. Now for me, that in itself, with 16 games played, is a concern. I mean, why do you have so many draws? Why are you conceding so many goals? Clearly, it means that your defense and your defensive lineup is not solid. You guys are not talking to each other, and that's why you're conceding so many goals. So you need to concentrate and have proper game management. Let's look at the last 3 games that have been played by Orlando Pirates. I mean, we had the Soweto Derby on the 30th of January. They then played they played Golden Arrows on the 3rd of February, and then they played Utongati in the Nedbank Cup on the 6th of February. What happened in those 3 games? Well, in the Soweto Derby, we saw an Orlando Pirates team that was the team that took the derby to Kaizer Chiefs. They went at them, they scored the goals, they ran at them, they played wide. We had good combinations between Ubongani Sam as well as, Lodge really owning that midfield. Motswari loving what he was doing in the midfield. Happy Jele and Shadra were really controlling that defensive lineup as well. But then come Wednesday, what happens? I mean, we completely changed from playing a 4-3-3 match to then playing a 4-5-2 game. Firstly, that's a different tactical lineup, okay? Secondly, I understand that in the Soweto Derby, Pirates were a bit taken aback by what Kaizer Chiefs was doing in the midfield. So I understand why you want to strengthen your midfield. But then don't change everything all at once. We cannot have changes to the defense as well as changes to the midfield and expect great results. Too much, too soon. That's what I would say to Coach Josefa. I also want to talk about Golden Arrows, that this is a team that has been playing very strong football. They've been playing together, really working on their combinations, and they've been doing this for a while. So they've built their consistency, which is something that we are not seeing in Orlando Pirates. So what are these concerns? The lack of consistency in the players, the lack of consistency in terms of the playing, how they're playing their tactical and their technical submission. Also, the lack of consistency and the lack of energy that we are seeing from the Pirates players themselves. Do we have players who have tired legs? You hear supporters saying Pirates, instead of Pirates, because people are angry, frustrated that why is such a big team with all of these resources simply not getting it together? We have a wealth of knowledge on our technical team, but that's not coming across when we see the players playing together on the pitch. I'm concerned that Abo Paseka, Abo Motswari, Abo Ndlovu, Abo Lodge were left out of the Golden Arrows match, and yet we're expecting them to do great things. And I understand that we have a lot of players who have injuries, so players need to come back. You also want to try new combinations. All we're asking for is that, can you do a phased approach? Can we see more consistency? So let's talk about Golden Arrows. I mean, they sit now with 25 points ahead of Pirates. On 6 games, they have 7 draws. And this is a team who is really showing us that, you can be a smaller team, not a team with a big history like Orlando Pirates, but you can still play your game. Don't let people's teams or who they come across as really deter you. And maybe that's what we're asking for Pirates. Don't underestimate your opposition. Treat each game as a derby so that we can see consistency in results. The reality is Pirates are going to be playing more games in a short space of time. You have the derby, you have the Golden Arrows game, 4 days apart. Then you go from Wednesday to Saturday playing the Nedbank Cup. So it means that you're probably not going to have the luxury of time to play the players together, because after a game, there's lots of dynamics that take into play. They've got to rest. You don't want them to get injuries and tired legs. But then how do you work with those challenges and mitigate so that you can get your combinations to start communicating? That's what we're relying on the technical team to solve for us. let's talk about the game against Utongati. I mean, this is a first division team, but they did not let the fact that Orlando Pirates are the Soweto Giants to really deter them. They took the game to Orlando Pirates. We only saw one really good chance from Orlando Pirates in the game, and this is where they almost got a goal in the 25th minute. But you have to ask yourself, had Utongati equalized, would Pirates have come back? And I'm not sure I can really say they would have come back. Yes, Pirates had some good chances in the 87th, 86th, as well as 94th minute. I mean, that crossbar challenge from Umunara was absolutely amazing. But was it a little too late? I mean, we want to see more from Pirates. We want to see really proper game management. You score a goal, you then go back and you attack again. Don't relax. Don't wait for the team to come at you. I have to ask myself the question, why did Gabadinho Mohango not celebrate his goal in the 64th minute? For me, I look at how these players played. It was like they met each other for the first time when they're playing. And I almost get his frustration. He scores and then he just does some gesture like that. Surely he himself was also saying, you know what, I'm doubting the way we played. I'm doubting how we're coming across as a team. We're not finding that space. And that's why, even though it's a goal, it's neither here nor there. You look at Coach Giuseppe, I mean, he himself throughout the game wasn't really impressed. It's almost as if, were they winning it? That's what the impression that you're getting from Pirates, that they're sort of just going at it and then saying, okay, we're hoping for the best. And you cannot be such a big team campaigning for CAF Champions League, campaigning for Nedbank Cup, DStv Premiership, and just winning it. You need to show that there is some thought process behind how you guys are playing. How did your technical team come up with this lineup? What is it that you want to achieve? Those are questions that we are asking ourselves as the fans, and we are not convinced that the team themselves have the answers to those questions. You know, I'm really concerned. If you look at how Pirates have been campaigning for the Nedbank Cup in the previous seasons, they get through the first round, but then they don't make it to the next round. So for me, I would have loved to see a team that wanted to set this record straight and send a strong message to their opposition in yesterday's game to say, guys, we're coming at you and we're coming for this. You know, if I look at Cape Town City and how they've played, they won 4-0 against Bloemfontein Celtic. That's a team that's sending you a message and really saying, if you're coming to the next round, come prepared because we're going to bring it. And just dwelling on Cape Town City, I mean, Pirates takes on Cape Town City on Tuesday, the 9th of February, and I am concerned. I mean, I have to ask myself, will we see fireworks in favor of Cape Town City? And judging by what they've done on Saturday and what we've been seeing in Orlando Pirates, I'm nervous. I'm really, really nervous. Can Pirates get it together? And I would be really concerned if the same team that played against Kaizer Chiefs will come back and play against Cape Town City, because then it's like you're disrespecting your opponents, you're underestimating them, and then they're taking advantage of you. Look at a team like Golden Arrows. Yes, they beat Pirates on Wednesday, but then Amazulu took them out on penalties. So Pirates need to work on their penalties. They need to work on their finishing touches. They need to work on making sure that they build their combinations. They also need to work on building that consistency. We're really concerned as the fans, and we don't think that Pirates is convincing us that they are really contending for that DStv Premiership title. They're 8 points ahead of Sundowns. Can they pull it together? What are your thoughts? Do you think Pirates can pull it together? What do you think Pirates need to do to really improve and show us that consistency? What advice can we give to Coach Josefa as he continues his campaign in the 2020-2021 season? As usual, we'd love to hear your comments and your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Put your comments in the subscription box. Put your comments in the comment section, and let's engage together. Thank you for watching.